My wife put on that see-through dress with nothing under and told me not to wait up. My revenge? I noticed the dress before she said anything. Transparent fabric, nothing underneath. She didn't hide it. She wanted me to see. She stood at the mirror adjusting the straps, almost performing for an invisible audience. I watched the reflection, not her. She didn't meet my eyes, not really. Just enough to let me know she knew I was looking. Then she turned. "Don't wait up," she said. No smile, no explanation. Just a dismissal, like I wasn't supposed to question anything. She walked toward the door while my mind folded itself into a quiet, tightening fist. The click of her heels against the floor was louder than her voice, like each step was a countdown. I didn't follow. I didn't ask. I just listened. Door open, cool night air. Door closed. Silence. Inside that silence, something inside me shifted, just slightly, but enough to make room for a new, colder thought. I didn't know the truth yet, but I knew enough. Something was wrong, and I realized, painfully clearly, she wanted me to know it. Morning didn't bring relief. Her phone was on the counter, as if forgotten. No calls, no messages, just a picture. Half a shoulder, hotel lighting behind her, a glass raised toward someone not in frame. My stomach tightened. I'd seen that lighting before. Hotels had a certain way of trying to look intimate without actually being intimate. Warm tones, dim corners, manufactured comfort. But this wasn't that, not really. It was something uglier, disguised as something glamorous. My first instinct was denial. She must be at a work dinner, some meaningless party. But the image said otherwise. She had posted it privately, which meant she meant to hide it. She just didn't hide it from me. A cruel message disguised as an accident. A test? A provocation? Her lips, glossed, parted slightly, looked like they were waiting for someone else's attention. Not mine. Not anymore. I told myself to breathe, to observe, to stay calm. There's an art to silence. Sometimes it tells you more than questioning ever will. And in that quiet moment, I stopped being a husband. I became an investigator. It started with her messages. Deleted, not surprising. But deletion leaves a shadow, empty gaps where conversations should be. That silence was louder than any text. Call logs? Missing. Location history? Cleared. Interesting. I didn't confront her. That would have been emotional, predictable. Instead, I watched. I took note of every new accessory she bought, every late night she explained too easily, every sudden urge to dress up more than the event required. She changed perfumes. She never changed anything without reason. And then there was the lingerie receipt in the trash. Unwashed, unused. Not meant for me. I didn't lose control. I didn't even raise my voice. I let suspicion grow quietly until it became something undeniable, something sharp, something that could cut through pretense. I checked credit card records, a hotel booking she never mentioned, a dinner she never posted, a rideshare trip that ended nowhere near where she claimed to be. I didn't need proof yet. I needed confirmation, so I waited. The waiting felt like holding a blade inside my chest. The truth came packaged in a neat folder weeks later. Private investigator photographs, time-stamped screenshots, location pings. One image caught me. Her entering a hotel suite, head lowered but smiling in a way I hadn't seen in months. He followed behind her, older, confident, hand pressed to her lower back like he owned her. The image wasn't blurry, it wasn't questionable, it was truth wearing skin. My body didn't tremble, my breathing didn't change. It was strange, like I had already known, and the evidence simply narrated what my gut had been whispering. She came home that night humming a song she never liked before. That was the moment I realized she must think I'm blind. I placed the folder on the table between us. No anger, just a gentle slide of truth across polished wood. "What's this?" she asked, voice too light. "You tell me," I said. Her eyes skimmed the first page, color drained. A breath caught in her throat like she was choking on her own secrets. I can exp- I know, I interrupted. Calm, precise, surgical. She didn't cry immediately. She processed. Then panic surfaced. Anger next. A dramatic denial, followed by silence that exposed everything louder than any confession. The real revenge wasn't the confrontation, it was the preparation. I already moved funds. I already changed legal representation. I already filed documents quietly, signed, notarized, timed to perfection. She tried reaching for my hand. I stepped back. The distance made her crumble faster than shouting ever could. She begged, half anger, half desperation, but begging requires someone willing to listen. I wasn't. I handed her a single envelope, address, dates, final statements. You can stay tonight, I said, but tomorrow you'll leave. Her knees weakened. A sound escaped her, something between a gasp and a sob. She thought I waited. She thought I suspected. She never realized I already knew. Revenge isn't loud. It's silent and inevitable. She looked at me with a mixture of hatred and pleading, like I was both the villain and the only person who could save her. But that's the thing about betrayal. The moment she crossed that line, she turned herself into a stranger. And I don't save strangers. She packed slowly the next morning. Every shirt folded like regret. Every shoe placed like an apology. She kept glancing toward me, hoping I might break, show something, anything. I didn't. I watched her walk to the door the same way she walked out the first night. Except this time, there was no performance, no confidence, no invisible audience. Just a woman realizing she lost the script. She turned, eyes watery. Say something. I did. Nothing.